What's going on, everybody? In my epic quest to find great content for you all, I have decided to make a video on the Alt key. So basically, this video is going to be a history of and top 10 favorite things about the Alt key on your keyboard. So without further ado, and with absolutely no more rambling, let's get into the video. The Alt key was originally created by David Bradley in 1987. Its use was to alter the keys pressed. For example, if you were to press Alt, it would do nothing. However, if you were to press and hold Alt, and therefore press number 1, it would in turn create a smiley face instead of just labeling number 1. But enough of this gooey, stuffy stuff. Let's get into the actual meat and potatoes of what this Alt key can actually do. So, coming in at number 5, one of my favorite things to do when I'm writing any sort of document, whether it's at a job proposal or just in an Excel file, is to create a bullet point. So, anybody that has ever worked with a computer has seen a bullet point, and even if you haven't, we use them when we do pencils. So, pushing a combination of the Alt key and numbers, we can actually create the bullet point. But how do we actually do this? Well, as it turns out, we can press a combination of holding Alt and then just tapping, but not pressing down, just tapping. Do not hold this. 0, 1, 4, and 9. This will create the bullet point. Just like that. Oh, hang on a second. Wait, now that I'm thinking about it, you could just press Alt and 7. So, at number 4, we have the smiley face. Now, you could use these smiley faces for any sort of document that you're doing. Most people would go onto the internet and then they would just simply copy a smiley face from there. But you know what? We know how to use the Alt key, so we're going to create a smiley face like that. Pressing a combination of Alt 2 and or Alt 1 will actually give you a smiley face, and you can use 2 different smiley faces. So if we press Alt 1, we get this smiley face, and then if we press Alt 2, we would get this smiley face. Wow, he kind of looks a little menacing there, don't you think? Next up, pressing a combination of the Alt keys for arrows. Now, whatever you're doing, you may or may not need to use arrow keys. So, pressing a combination of the Alt key along with numbers 23 through 27 or 29. This means that we can use the Alt key to create arrows for numbers 23, 24, and so on, up to 27, not including 28, but also 29. So let me just show you what that means here. If we go Alt plus 23, and then that will give us up and down, and then 24, up, 25, and so on. And then if we get 28, there is no arrow. Okay, so just remember, no arrow on 28, but if we go to 29 again, then we get an arrow. So, not totally sure why they thought that it was a good idea to make it 28. Maybe it has something to do with ASCII codes. Hit me up in the comments section below if you know the answer to that. Next up, we have the music Alt key. Now, pressing this will display musical notes. This can be very fun if you are doing something sort of like a text, maybe something like that. Pressing a combination of Alt and 13 will give you a musical note, and then pressing a combination of Alt and 14 will give you a combination. And if we do that, then it will look like this. There's 1, that is 13, and then 14 as well. So there you go. That is the musical notes. And lastly, we have the check mark. Now this can be applied to anyone who does absolutely anything on computers. No matter what you are doing, you are always going to be using a check mark, whether you are a programmer slash just whatever like me on the computer, or you are a spell checker, or you just do things for other people, you will be using a check mark, and that looks like this. If we press a combination of the Alt key 251, we get a check mark. Lots of people think that it looks like a flatliner, like a medical flatline thing, but it is actually a check mark, and it looks similar enough to a check mark that you really can't tell the difference. So anyways, that is a combination of Alt plus 2, 1, 5, and 1. So that is the last thing on my list of my top 10 favorite things. So guys, that's the end of this video. If you guys want to see more videos like this, click somewhere around here and it'll be up there. Please subscribe to my channel. I mean, I am hoping to get a lot of subscribers so that I can teach you guys new stuff, so that you guys can teach me stuff, so that we can all just have a blast with really funny content, and to just, blow up YouTube in like the greatest way possible, to just be awesome. So if you guys liked the video, then please give it a like, and then if you didn't like the video, hit me up in the comment section down below and tell me what kind of videos you guys want to see, and then as always, please subscribe. Until next time guys, I'll be seeing you later.